Hello there guys, as you may see I'm actually at Jack Station. Jack Station is in Colona, which is around about 22,000 light years. You may have seen my video a few days ago that I was actually preparing to go there, and I must thank you guys for the feedback you gave me. When I first got my jump driver up to 31 light years, I was really happy with that. For a hell of a long time I was stuck at 21. But you guys in the comments said that 31 light years is not that brilliant for an Anaconda, so I actually went through my equipment and I actually got a lot of the stuff off, which was causing a lot of overheads, and it managed to get it up to about 55 light years. So it's not far off the 50, 60s that I've seen that other people have got. However, I thought I needed a bit more fuel, so I traded 5 jump range for 64 units of fuel, and I'm glad I did because it made a difference. There was a couple of times fuel was going a bit low, and I would have thought being on 32 units would have been too low, but 96 units just gives you that extra buffer. But I suggest if you're heading out this way, take some extra fuel with you. It can make quite a bit of a difference. There are times where you will need it. So I'm just actually having a look at Colonia's actual station and see what there is. Notice this community goal at the moment. I think I might take it, so in case I've actually found any exploration data. I'm guessing I haven't actually found any on the way, but like I said, my way of getting there was pretty fast. I just wanted to get to Colonia as fast as I could, so I didn't do a lot of sightseeing. Another reason behind this is that once you get to somewhere like Colonia, is that if you die, then you're going to get back at the same station and won't find yourself 5,000 or 6,000 light years away from home. Oh yeah, and another thing, thanks for saying about sending equipment. I didn't know you could actually transfer equipment between stations like that. Like you said, it is about 3 days transfer, but you can get hold of your equipment if you need. It's quite expensive as well. It seems to be more expensive than the item's worth, I think. So anyway, before I cash all that in, I'm just looking to see what I got on exploration. So I got around about 10.6 million. So after my last run, like again, last time I only got 1.8 million, so that was pretty disappointing. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more this time with turning it all in. Like I said, since the beginning of the trip, I haven't actually turned in any exploration data. This is the first time I've turned it in. So it looks like the station is up and running. I think when it was first discovered, quite a lot of stuff wasn't, and it made it really difficult to get hold of certain stuff. So it's good to see it in this state. I'm a bit confused what exactly I'm going to do around here apart from doing exploration. I did see there's some initiative thing. I was a bit confused what exactly was going on with that, saying that you sign up with something and put your name towards a group or something. I'm not too sure what. When they said about collecting materials, I wasn't too sure if they meant from other stations. I know there are maybe a couple around here, but they are probably haven't got a lot on. Surely they can't mean travelling back to the sort of human bubble, which is 22,000 light years, picking up some stuff and coming back. That would be a long trip. Maybe what they mean is by mining as such, or going on planets and picking up stuff. I'm not entirely sure by that, but like I said, if you know a bit more about what's going on with this situation and that, I would like you to post your comments on it and let me know. Like I said, your comments are great, and like I said, they've made a huge difference to this story essentially, because I would have tried it on 31 light years and I would probably be still doing it. There's no way I probably would have got there this fast. The trip itself isn't so bad because it's kind of broken up with planetary bases. The first one I headed out to was McTurner Research Base. I think that took around about an hour to reach. The second place I went to was Hillary Depot. That again took around about an hour. The only thing I'd note with that place is that it's surrounded by a big load of mountains, and it can make it quite tricky on the entry, because if you're coming in at a certain angle, you may find you sort of have to go over it and overshoot it and come round. So I bear that in mind if you're trying it. The third place I landed on was Eagle's Landing. Again, this took around about an hour, and it wasn't too bad, the actual trip there. So for the next part of the trip, there was kind of a choice. I could go for a base that was kind of between the two, but it seemed to be a little bit out of the way. So when I looked at it, I thought, well, I might skip it and go for Garwin Gate instead. which was probably the worst part of the trip because it took around about 3 to 4 hours to reach, and that's a long time between bases. Other than that, just the amount of time it took there, it wasn't too bad a trip. The next part of the trip, I headed out to Polo Harbour. This wasn't too bad, but I did find myself getting a bit lost in the stars. At this point, you start finding a lot more stars on the map, and it can be quite tricky to navigate. I think you had to actually come lower and sort of correct your sort of path a bit, so that was a bit more tricky. And like I said, it took about 2 hours, but once I got to there, the trip was nearly done. All I had to do was the last trip to Jade Station, which is in Colona. Now this wasn't too bad again. It took around about 2 hours to reach, and it was quite nice actually kind of doing the last part of the trip. Like I said, you may have done it a little bit quicker because I was just to have a look at a few stars and stuff like that. But yeah, you're looking around about 2 hours. So overall, around about the 12-hour mark, give or take a bit. Although that's based on an Anaconda with a jump range of 50 light years. Depending on what you're using, it may vary obviously. Another good ship which you may use is the Asp Explorer. I don't know if the Diamondback Explorer is particularly that great for it. I mean, this is a very long trip. I suppose the Beluga ship should be able to do this as well. I'm not too sure, but I think that's quite heavy. But anyway, guys, that's the trip. I'm glad I made it. It took a long time and a lot of effort, and I finally got there. I do definitely want to say thanks because you guys helped massively, and I would have been still doing it otherwise. Ooh, got quite a bit from exploration then. That's not bad. Doesn't look like the title's updated though. Anyway guys, thanks for your comments, that's been really appreciated. If you have any comments, suggestions, let me know below. If you're making the trip yourself, it'd be interesting to hear from you. If you're all around this area, that would be great also. It's only just got there, and I'm probably going to give it a rest for a few days because it's been quite hard work. I didn't know how I was going to do this. I thought I was just going to do it a little bit at a go, but it seemed to be once I got my mind into it, I just wanted to get it done. And like I said, I put a lot of time into it to get it done. So I left on Tuesday around about 10:45 PM, and I managed to get there on Thursday around about 9 or 10 o'clock. So in the next few days or probably week, I'm probably going to make some more videos covering this area. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. If you like the video, please like the video. Another thing you can do which greatly benefits me is to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It gives me a sign that you do like the content I make. Anyway guys, take care out there and have fun.